Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're heading out to the dyno room. It's not on CF Moto today, but we have a Segway on the dyno. Oh boy. This is the Segway Fugleman, or I think they're going to be going away from that name and it's going to be just the UT10. But this is the UT10X. And Dave here from Fast Tunes has been working on the dyno for several days now on this model. And boy, we've got the stock runs, we've got our baseline, and we are ready to show you the Team MSC Tune by Fast Tune. This thing has picked up some major power, and I'm pretty pumped about it, man. We're gonna show you that. We'll show you all the numbers. And keep in mind, the numbers you're gonna see are rated at the wheel, okay? Every manufacturer, they put out their numbers rated at the crank. So this one is rated at 105 horsepower at the crank, according to Segway. But we're going to actually see what you're actually putting down to the dyno. And remember, that power is used or absorbed through your clutches, your drive line, coming out to the tires, all that stuff. But the numbers we're going to talk about today is what you actually feel in the cockpit, on the, that's what you're applying to the ground. But enough of that. Just want to put that out there for those of you that don't know much about horsepower ratings. But here we go. We're going to check out the new Tune run. Dave, let's let them see it, and then we'll let you tell them all about the Tune. Man, y'all see that thing take off super hard? That thing's got some pull, man. Let's show them one more, Dave. Holy moly. Dave, that's insane, man. All right, we gotta show them this graph real quick. Let's pull it up on the screen. All right, we had to turn all the fans off where you could hear us, but Dave, good grief, man. Tell us about this thing. You've been working on this in a while, and you said you had some major horsepower gains, and you just proved it to us all. Yeah, it's 14 horsepower all through the mid-range here. The stock run all through the mid-range is 71 horsepower. It peaked at 73 horsepower here. Okay, it peaked there, but then it kind of stayed there in the mid-range at what, 71-ish, right in there. Okay, and the red is the new Tune. That's your horsepower, and Dave, that yellow line, that's the torque, right? Yeah. So the yellow and the red is the tuned run. The blue and the pink or purple, however it looks on your screen, is the stock run numbers. Okay, so yeah, tell us a little bit about that and the torque and some of the changes you made and a lot of stuff you do with this thing.
Right. So some of the biggest thing with this one is it runs so lean from factory. So probably the biggest improvement on this one, a lot of times it's timing or torque tables or other stuff that gives you that improvement. This one was a lot to do with the air fuel ratio. So it was running like 14.5 wide open throttle pretty much the whole mouth.
Yeah, that's lame.
Yeah, so that's also what makes it hot,
Yeah.
So definitely going to be a lot cooler running engine. Definitely going to last longer for the customer. Just so many benefits out of just cooling it down and getting that fuel in there wide open throttle. And then we spent a whole lot of time with this one on the torque tables trying to smooth it out a little bit. We're talking electronic throttle, so when you mash the pedal, you're not opening the throttle blade up by the percentage you mash the pedal. The computer is actually telling the unit to do that.
Right.
So we have several tables in there that we got to correlate all those and make them work together. And that's why a lot of these units are kind of jumpy or could be better, especially with clutch kits or this and that, is the percentage that it opens up. You may be, a lot of your units at 50-60% throttle pedal, but you already know that you're at 100% nearly because you can feel it already maxing out.
Yeah.
So we're trying to go in there with a lot of these units and smooth those up. We're trying to make 100%, 100%, 80%, 80%,
Right.
so that it gives us a lot more smoothing on the bottom. That's one thing that we spend a lot of time with this unit on, trying to help with that. But gains everywhere. In fact, this one probably did more gain just with a tune off of no exhaust, no air filter, no anything than any of them that we've come across. So far.
This is huge. I mean, we're talking 14 horsepower all through the mid-range, all through from ranging from like 27 miles an hour all the way out to like 30, we're at 37 right here. And also, we even hit that out here more on the top end, that 14 horsepower range. But as you can see, Dave was pointing out to me how smooth this whole line is and how good the tune is all the way through the speed range, all the way through the RPM range. And so peak to peak, we got 13 horsepower because the stock run did hit a peak right here at the top end. But on the tune run, you're getting that power, that horsepower peak way earlier, and it stays up there, which is awesome. And then where you see it drop off, Dave, explain that people kind of get concerned with that. But that's just when you let off the throttle and it's still collecting data or something.
Well, you got a heavy drum spinning, so when you're running wide open through the RPM and you let off of it, the dyno drum is still trying to pick up speed, and it'll actually turn those tires, and it will usually throw a couple hundred more RPM into it, even though it really ain't there.
Yeah, and that's that dive there. So that's just when it stops collecting data.
And this particular dyno is stopping the run off of speed. So I'm not hitting a button and saying, hey, stop the recording. Whereas like when you see us go to our other shop with the DynoJet dyno, I'm actually stopping the run. So it has a lot prettier bottom. This one's stopping on speed, so it don't actually quit collecting data until the dyno starts to show it slowing down. So that's why you'll see kind of a dip at the bottom on these a lot through this. It's just the dyno is still collecting data after I let off the pedal. So that's all you're seeing.
That's right. Those that's never watched one of these videos, I want them to understand that too. But man, that's awesome.
Turned out awesome.
Yeah, and so you're going to get a better, not only in high gear, but also low gear. You're going to see benefits, smoothness. You're going to have power increase.
Yeah, and look how much torque we picked up all the way.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about torque yet. That's right.
Crazy.
Yeah, we're what?
Pulling trailers and stuff. It's going to make a big difference.
Yeah, over 11 foot-pounds of torque gain as well. And yeah, because we went from 61 to 72 on this run.
And
so
you're going to do a mile per hour. We're thinking a 4 mile per hour gain, but you're fixing to give the real results on the road.
Yeah. We'll go out there and we'll show them that. But we're expecting, from what we've tested already off camera, we should see about a 4 mile per hour gain on the top end, depending on conditions. Like if you have a windshield, bigger tires, different things like that, that's going to affect what you see out on the road top end. But we'll try to. It's kind of cold out there today. I don't know if I really want to do this test. I know you already hit on the air to fuel ratio, but by adding fuel across the RPM range, it's also added protection and safety and longevity for the engine as well.
Right.
So that's good to know as well. So people can know for sure, hey, just because I'm getting a tune for performance doesn't mean that I'm potentially harming my engine. We're actually making it better.
Yes. Another thing with the air fuel ratio is we want our straight line at wide open throttle so that we can get our power, but we also got other issues to think about. So you don't have to have a tune horribly rich everywhere. We're talking down in the 11s and stuff. To do what we need to do, we can use power enrichment tables, we can use component protection tables and other things to give us that extra form of protection, so it'll throw fuel into it when it's needed, after you've been running down the road for a long time, after the exhaust is getting hot, after the engine's getting hot. It ain't a one table fixes everything. There's a lot of stuff that we can adjust so that you get a good ride everywhere. So you're getting protection everywhere, and you're getting good fuel mileage and stuff, which I know in the off-road world it's not really something y'all worry about, but why not? You know what I mean? Why we got it so rich on a cruise when you don't need it? Right. We use other tables for that. So this one's going to be a really good tune y'all are going to gonna enjoy.
Absolutely, absolutely. So guys, you can see from just Dave talking right there, this isn't just when Dave sits in here and he's doing his tunes here and also at his shop in Red Bay. We're looking for way more than just being able to show you big horsepower numbers. We're looking to show you that we're providing a tune that we have spent tons and tons of dyno runs out in the real world testing, also looking at data, the engine data and everything that we can collect to make sure that the tune that we're providing for you is also safe for your machine. It's going to make it smoother. It's going to make it last a long, long time, run better. And while you're cruising out on the trail, this ain't just a drag racing tune, right? Dave, people could tune one and make power probably. That's what you were saying with that fuel. Like, we're not just doing that. We're trying to give you something that lasts and is awesome. Like, this is a very complex tune that's benefiting everybody that purchases this tune.
Yeah, and you can see, you're talking about how long. So this base run was off of number 3. We got 53 runs on this tune, getting it out in the way we want it.
Right, absolutely. And that's not counting also us testing out on the real world and pulling it off, cruising with it and stuff like that. We're making sure that this thing is ready to go. So I think that's it. Let's really quickly show the people once they buy this tune. By the way, you can, if you're interested, which if you have one of these machines, I would figure you're probably wanting this tune. Like I know I do in my crew cab. So anyways, what you're going to do is you're going to go down to the description of this video. You're going to click on the link and it's going to take you to where you can purchase this tune. It is at teammscparts.com. And then once you purchase it, all you got to do is ship us your ECU. So you got to remove your ECU. We'll show you really quickly how easy that is. And hey, guess what? The tune is only $199 and free shipping. Yeah. So if you follow the channel, you already know I've already posted that our tunes at MSC or teammscparts.com, they're $199 for CF Moto and Segway tunes and free shipping. Yeah, that's awesome. So great prices and you're getting a huge amount of bang for your buck. But anyways, enough about that. Dave, let's show them real quick how to get to that ECU.
Just remove the seat.
Yeah, take that out. Take your box out and then you can pop this plastic up.
Just pulls up easy. And then the ECU is right here.
Booyah, that's the ECU, not this. Don't send us that. We can't tune that. But this is your ECU. There's 4 Allen head bolts there, and then once you remove those bolts, okay, they're in each corner, you will then be able to lift it up a little bit to get to your plugs, which are right down there. And it's just the cam lock. You just simply push the pin in, twist the cam over, and it unplugs it. You ship that to us, and then as soon as it gets here, we're going to give that ECU to Dave, and then Dave's going to tune it, and then we will get it right back out to you super fast, so you will not be down long at all. So don't stress about worrying, oh man, I don't want to get the tune because I don't want to be down for weeks at a time. No, as soon as you get that thing to us, we're getting it right back out to you.
So 99% of the time, we get those back out the very next day. Some tunes I have to work on just a little bit more in the calibration, but 99% go out the very next day. And even a whole lot of them go back out the same day. I'm down here on Tuesdays, and if your tune actually gets here on Tuesday, it goes back out the same day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in high gear. This is the stock tune. We put it back stock to see what it does, top speed. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so it's freezing cold. That's why I got this helmet on instead of a regular off-road helmet. But anyways, that was 65, I think it flashed up to, but it's hitting the RPM limit. We're going to go put the Team MSC Tune in it and see what kind of top speed we get now and just how fast it will get to top speed as well. I think it's going to be awesome. Let's go. All right, so we just got it tuned, and we got the MSC Tune in it. We're going to fire it up, and we're going to go back to the same spot and see what the top speed is. We're at our location. We're about to floor it and see what we can get up to. All right, 3, 2, 1, have no gas, go. Oh my God. All right, so we hit 68 miles an hour with no fuel. I better hurry up and get back to the shop. But that was 68 with the tune. I think we clipped 65 stock. That was pinning it, son. So at bare minimum, a 3 mile per hour gain on the top end, which is pretty awesome. So you also get a gain in low gear as well. You'll be able to go faster before you reach that limit in low gear. All right, I'm freezing. Let's get back to the shop. Let's end this thing. Listen, guys, we're going to get you right back out on the trails super, super fast, and you're going to be very, very happy with this tune. So look, hope y'all enjoyed it. God bless y'all. As always, remember to keep it real. We'll see you in the next one.